Not the Man United nuisance about Lisandro Martinez, who has been a butcher in essence. You know, Leon Bailey knows he has to look out for him again. We have one more time to play Villa, and he's not getting away with that shit again. If not him, then it's who I chose at the beginning of the season, William Saliba, who's been the best defender in the Premier League since the start of the season. He has, I mean, they've not met Saliba and Haaland, so there's no question to say, would Saliba stop him, would Haaland score? We don't know that yet. But for right now, I mean, Saliba's helped Arsenal to a really good defensive record. They've been, I mean, he's been good when he goes forward. He scored a couple of goals already. And, you know, he's already been likened to Rio Ferdinand and greats like that. So, I mean, when I said Saliba at the beginning of the season, I was true because I saw him last season at Marseille. He is that guy. And he is the best player in the Premier League right now. I mean, I don't really look on goals because anybody can stat pad goals. I mean, Jamie Vardy stat padded over 100 goals after he was 31. So, anybody can stat pad goals. I have to look at our own play. Now, that's Saliba for me.
Well, I understand your point of view. I understand the way you think. I believe Saliba has been truly one of the best players in the Premier League this season. But I'm still going with my guns with Haaland. Yes, arguably he hasn't had to do much to get those 19 goals, other than toppings, Ronaldo style. But, you know, he scored how many hat-tricks? 4 hat-tricks?
Has it been 4? He scored against... I don't remember. I wasn't counting. I knew he had 2. I knew he had 2. I don't remember the others. Couldn't score against little old Brentford. Moving on.
Wow.
Yeah. We're moving on right there. Right against little old Brentford. We're not saying anything.
I wholeheartedly believe that Arsenal City, when it happens, we have to look at who can do their job better. Yeah, Saliba may be able to shut out Haaland for the entire match, and then in the last minute Haaland gets a lucky header and scores. But at the end of the day, that would mean that Haaland did his job better, right? Because at the end of the day, City came home with the win. So I believe that it's down to who.
Unless he dunks on Zinchenko or something.
Fair enough, but I guess it honestly depends on who does their job better at the end of the day. And while Saliba's been doing amazingly, Haaland has been doing exactly what he was brought in to do. To stand back, to score goals, to get them tap-ins, to get City up and running. And I think that's the key issue there.
Fair enough, fair enough. Enough player of the season bullcrap. Team of the season for the league. So, you know, I've been seeing a lot of teams. No one's really picking on form anymore. You just pick on who has been the best player over the last, 2 years, and you throw a team together. However, this team of the season is not picked on Southgate method. It is picked on true footballing methods. And I'll let you start with your team of the season so far. Seeing as
my team of the season?
Yeah, seeing as I know you have Haaland up front, give me the other 10.
No. That was a team of the team that I sent you was a team of players that will miss the World Cup that I think is really good. The team of the season is a whole different story though, right? And I'm inclined to go with a sort of formation such as this one, a 3-4-3 formation.
Oh, you love Conte.
And it has to be simple.
Yeah.
In goal, I believe Aaron Ramsdale has been incredible. I know, boring pick, but the top of the league, you can't argue with that. Really good defensive record in the league, an amazing goalkeeper. I can't really complain, right? Centre backs, Sandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, and William Saliba, as you said. I don't think you can really argue with me in that regard.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's good. Going into the more complicated details now. Right mid, I'd actually chuck Leon Bailey there. I know. Weird take. But he's just been class. He's been absolute class all season long. and I think he'll continue to do well. I think he'll continue to develop, and I think he'll continue to be excellent. Centre mid, I have to go with Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen, he's living amazing. Over the course of the year so far, no misses, lone hits, no misses for him. Other centre mid, sorry, I'll go with Martin Odegaard. I know he doesn't technically play centre mid, he's technically a cap, but I'm putting him there because I think he deserves to be there. He is absolutely electric. He's a good on the ball. He's good at pushing it forward, and he's just an all-round beast. He's an all-round beast. For left winger, this one is a bit tricky for me because I haven't really been paying much attention to the left mid or left wing position, but I'm gonna throw in Caicedo from Brighton. Right? He's been really good on the left wing going forward. He's actually been doing a lot of defensive duties for them as well, which you love to see it. Honestly, maybe I could have gone with better choices, but since he's the best one that comes to mind, it has to be him. Right? For the right winger, fucking Mohamed Salah, striker, give it to a young Erling Haaland. And for the left winger, I'd throw myself a young Alejandro Garnacho. Is that weird to put Garnacho there? Is it weird? I don't know if I'm
team is, oh my god.
Is it weird to throw him there? Is it weird?
I mean, hey, it's your idea. You can do what.
No, I'm experimenting like Jose Mourinho now. But Garnacho, right? Every time he's touched the pitch this time, he's been absolutely amazing, right? I'd probably say either him or Saka there, to be honest, right? But I'm going with Garnacho because he's one of the future best players in the world. I'm being biased. I'm sorry, Saka, you're an amazing player and you definitely deserve to be there. But I'm going with Alejandro Garnacho. Come on, let's go. Young Messi.
Oh wow. Alright, so that's cool. I guess I don't know if I can top that really. I really don't know if I can, but I'll try. My team of the season does consist. It's basic for it's what the main what everyone plays nowadays. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, whatever way they want to play that. Oh, piss off. I mean, in goal, Nick Pope. I think he's England's number one. I think he's England's best. I don't care that Ramsdale's on top. I think Nick Pope is a better goalkeeper and has been a better goalkeeper this season. Defense, back four. We know the centre-back pair in Martinez and Saliba. Nearly a reality for Arsenal fans. Thank God it wasn't. And the fullbacks are a bit, not tricky, but surprising. Fullbacks, right back, Kieran Trippier, England's best at the moment, and left back, Dan Burn. I mean, I think Burn's been good as a left back, left centre back in a 3. He's been good. I mean, there's not really been any other left back that's been good. Robertson's not been all that. Sean Malacia have been fighting for one position, so neither of them have been consistent. Cancelo's not been Cancelo at all. I don't know who that is playing for City, but that's not Cancelo. And I just had to go with the best option available, and that was Dan Burn. Now, into a midfield, the resurrection has to be there, Christian Eriksen. And so does Granit Xhaka. We had to have at least one Arsenal player in this team, because he's been really good this season. And Bruno Guimaraes to make up the midfield 3. I think he's had a very good season, and he's been in charge of every midfield he's played against, whether it was United, Chelsea, City, it doesn't matter. He's been the guy. And up front, this is where things get interesting, because I didn't pick Haaland just because I was picking the front 3 based on how do I get more goals, or not more goals, but more chances than goals. So on the left I had Phil Foden, on the right Bukayo Saka, and instead of Haaland I put Gabriel Jesus. Mainly because, I mean, Jesus can produce assists. So, yeah.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair. That is totally fair. I knew you were going to go with Gabriel Jesus, actually. I actually knew that. Long before you even said it, I knew you were going to go with that front three. And let me tell you why. It's because you're so predictable.
Oh,
You're
wow.
so predictable, Jackson. Like, I knew you wouldn't say Salah. I knew you wouldn't
I mean,
say
Salah's been
Haaland.
shit.
Right? I knew you wouldn't have said any of them. So I figured that you'd say... I figured
Look,
that you'd go
I
with
didn't
that
even
guy.
I didn't even want to put Foden in the team. I just ran out of options because Mount's been crap. Grealish isn't a winger, and no matter what the English press wants to say, Maddison isn't a forward.
Nah, honestly. I might have surprised a lot of people with Garnacho, but you know, speaking into existence, he's gonna be team of the season left winger.
Yeah, he might do it at the end of the
Right?
season. Actually, it might just come to reality at the end of the season. He's already
Exactly,
beaten
and
the
I
team.
also included Leon Bailey because of his excellent performance. Villa, the former Leverkusen man, hasn't had the best time at Villa Park, but now he's settling down. Now he's getting in there. Now he's being good. Arguably, I could have went with a 4 at the back, but arguably could have went with a 4 at the back. But I just honestly felt the need to. I honestly felt the need to just go with 3 because I didn't want to leave out Rafa Varane. I didn't want to leave out Saliba, and I especially did not want to leave out Licha.
Yeah, I get it, and I think we're both in agreement. We don't have to spend time on this one. Young player of the season so far, Garnacho, right? We don't even have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't even have to speak about that shit. There is no contest right now, especially with the hype behind him. There's no contest right now.
Yeah, we can just move on.
Honorable mention for both teams of the season, though. I know he was close, really, really close to mine. I was going to put him in, and I said no. I'm going to go with this guy instead. For some reason, I should have just put him in. Surprise, most improved, whatever you want to call him, Miguel Almiron. Really
Exactly.
good. I mean,
Thank you.
I was going to have him in the team, and I was saying, no, I think they might say I'm Newcastle biased, so let me leave him out.
Thank you. Right? I don't know. People have been sleeping on this guy. People have been sleeping on Miguel Almiron. This guy, let me tell you something. Reminiscent of Ryan Giggs. Reminiscent of an old John Barnes. This guy here, he's been class this season. I know Ericsson's the one that died for 3 minutes, but he is the one that's been having a real resurrection arc here. Well, no, I shouldn't have made that joke.
Yeah, it's not now. We will disregard that.
I should not have made that joke.
We will
But
disregard
moving
that.
on, he has been amazing, Miguel. And I think he'll only get better. I pray he doesn't get injured. I pray he keeps this form up, except for when he's playing against Manchester United or Nottingham Forest. We already know how it is.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing much more brilliant things from this Paraguayan.
Yeah, he's really good, man. I mean, and TNG, thanks for following. Yeah, it's he's been really good. 7 in his last 8 or 8 in his last 7. Either way, he's been banging them in on Tyneside. So it's really good for Newcastle fans if he can keep this up after the World Cup break. But as we go into our break, because you still have a job to do. Question. This is the last question, and it's usually who flops in a season. Disappointing. I brought 3 players to mind because those were I can mention quickly enough. Jack Grealish,
Alright.
Kalidou Koulibaly, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Who has been the flop of the season out of those 3?
It has to be Cristiano, man. Like, come on. I know. I might be a little biased here because I am a Messi fan, but how can you blame me? He's been horrible this season. Shocking. About 2 or 3 goals. One was a penalty, right? One was a fairly decent goal against Everton, and then the other was just a regular old Ronaldo finish. He hasn't been good at all. He's been clunky. He's just not been the guy, right? For me personally, without you bringing up Ronaldo, I would have honestly went with and surprise, it was the guy that I said would have been my Golden boot.